Man, what the hell? What up? What up? What up? What up? Man, I feel like I ain't been on this thing in a minute, man. But what it do is your boy Big Val Opinion back with another live video, man. For real. I ain't been on this thing in a minute. People gonna be surprised, man. I got a few minutes to hop on real quick. Hope everybody had a blessed Thanksgiving, a wonderful Thanksgiving. Uh, I hope everyone enjoyed their families. Hope everyone enjoyed their family for the holiday. Man, this time of the year, you know, a lot of people. This is the time of the year where families come together and celebrate each other, enjoy each other. Some people got family, some people don't have family. But shout out to everybody that's out there celebrating the holidays, man. Man, I was on here. Well, I was just on here today because I was a couple weeks ago. Someone sent me an interview from Willie D Live, and I was listening to what Willie D Live was talking about. Of course, it was pertaining to R.Kelly, so I was listening, trying to see what was going on, and the message that he said, was crazy to me. You know, the message was crazy to me, but I understand because we as people living in a free world, we deal with some of the same type of issues, man. We deal with some of the same type of issues in a free world that Mr. Kelly is dealing with being incarcerated. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And what I mean by that is that we live in a free world. We live where, people constantly call you. When people need something, they call you. When they need a favor, they call you. When they want to borrow money, they call you. You know what I'm saying? When they need something to eat, they call you. When they need a ride somewhere, they call you. You know what I'm saying? As long as you coming through and you coming through and you doing and you doing and you doing and you doing, as long as you doing and providing for people, man, we live in a society where you only as good as you are available to the next person. You know what I'm saying? And it's a harsh reality, but it's the truth. You know what I'm saying? Long as you are giving and doing for people in the world that we live in today, people are gonna always like you're gonna hear from them. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be around, they're gonna ride the wave, do different things like that. But when you're no longer beneficial to people, it's like you just die off. It's like you just die out. And that's the truth. You know what I'm saying? So to hear this video of Willie D saying what was alleged, you know what I'm saying? Willie D live. What's up, family? According to reports, R. Kelly recently broke down in tears, saying that none of his family members, including his daughter, has been to see him in prison for nearly a year. He also said a friend who he gave $1 million to help his business has not been to see him either. Man, I've never been inside of that place. Knock on wood. Don't. Hopefully, I never have to. But the man say friends, family, not even his daughter, have been to visit him in nearly a year. Even a close friend. a close friend of his that he gave $1 million to help start his business, haven't been to see him either since he's been incarcerated, man. That's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. It's crazy, but it's the reality though. It's the reality that, of course, man. Y'all already know how it be, man. You borrow somebody some money, man. People pick a argument with you, pick a fight with you, get into it with you, just because they don't want to pay you the money back. You know what I'm saying? So imagine you borrowing somebody some money and you end up going to prison. Now that money that you thought you had coming back, these people sitting here saying like, "Oh shit, oh boy in prison." You know what I'm saying? Oh, big Vi gone. You know what I'm saying? Shit, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got to worry about that. You know what I'm saying? But it shouldn't be that way. But that's the reality of it. That's the reality of it. It shouldn't be that way, but that's the reality of it. I mean, I can only imagine. We know what Kels what it was like. He did a lot for a lot of people around him. He took care of a lot of people around him. A lot of people around him took advantage, stole, walked away with plenty of money that wasn't uh, for them. But it's crazy that this man had to sit in prison, and he say he can't get a visit from these people. Haven't got a phone call from these people. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. But one of the truest things, one of the truest things I ever heard was out of sight, out of mind, and that's so real, man. Because once people stop seeing you, it's like they forget about you. You know what I'm saying? It's like you no longer exist no more. No matter what you done for them, how you done been there for them, you know what I'm saying? How you done been there for their family, kids, whatever. When you no longer in their sight anymore, it's like you were never there. And that's crazy, man, because you would think, man, that's a time when people need you the most. When someone is incarcerated, they need you to be there the most. It ain't even about the money. It ain't about the money. It's just about being there to have that conversation, picking up the phone, you know what I'm saying, writing letters, you know what I'm saying? Just let somebody know. Just let whoever it is know, like, I ain't forgot about you. You know what I'm saying? When people start picking up their phone when you're incarcerated, or when you in the, you're sick, you're ill or whatever, man, you stop hearing from people, man, reality set in. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're in a situation where you can't do nothing or you can't move how you want to move, and you relying on people who say that they love you or they got your back, you know what I'm saying? They care about you, this, that, and the third. You get in a situation like this, and all of a sudden everything goes silent, man. That shit gotta hurt, bro. Because all these people that's been around you for all this time, you thought these people cared about you genuinely. And that's the reality of it. When you go through a situation like what Kels is going through, you realize that these people are only around for what you could do for them, the benefits of being around you. You know what I'm saying? And that's the reality of it, man. No matter what you did, you can only do for these people. These people don't care. Because now you in a situation where they have to show that they care. And what's the reality of it? You say you haven't heard or seen or heard from these people since you know, since you've been in damn near a year. That's a long time, man. To not hear from people that you think care about you, that you thought loved you. You know what I'm saying? You would thought that these people would be checking in, you know what I'm saying, picking up the phone when you call, reaching out to whoever that's connected to you to see if you need something. You know what I'm saying? But in Kale's situation, most of these people that was around him, they were only around him for what they could gain. You know what I'm saying? The man had a pure heart. He gave, he helped. Most of the people that worked for him, that held these positions for him, man, these people had never worked in the music industry before. Their first job was with him. He paying them all this money. You know what I'm saying? He changing their lives. And those same people, when it came down to him, shit, they sacrificed him for their own benefit. So it just goes to show you, man, boy, let this situation with Kills, man, just be an example, man. And I'm quite sure we all deal with it in the real world every day. That we know each and every person, all 27 people on here, know somebody that, you know what I'm saying, you didn't came through for, you didn't did for, you didn't helped until they, helped them when they was down. As soon as they got on their feet, you know what I'm saying, they just, it's like you never did nothing for them. You know what I'm saying? Like I like to say, what's up, Nisimo? You only as good as your last favor. And that's something I want y'all to remember. You are only as good as your last favor. You know what I'm saying? Whatever when it come down to you in relationships, when it come down with people who ain't genuinely there for you, you know what I'm saying? You are only as good as your last favor. That's it. Once you run out of favors, then you no longer matter. You no longer need it. You no longer need it, man. That's crazy, man. He said he gave somebody $1 million. He gave one of his friends $1 million and haven't heard from him in nearly a year. That's crazy. Man, if I borrow one of my friends $1 million to help get his business off the ground, and I don't hear from him in a whole year, shit, yeah, they gonna be scraping that business up off the ground. They're gonna be scraping that business up off the ground for real. That's just how I feel. You know what I'm saying? Because $1 million ain't like giving somebody $100, $200, $1,000, something like that. You giving somebody $1 million to invest in something. You know what I'm saying? Expecting to get to get your money back, and then you don't hear from them. All of a sudden, you go. You know what I'm saying? You go to prison, and you just shit go silent. Nah, man, it don't work like that, bro. It don't work like that. But like I say, man, we all can relate. We all can relate. We all can relate to knowing somebody, man. We know not just somebody, we know people who we didn't looked out for, who we didn't came through for countless of time. And then that one time you can't come through. That one time you ain't got it. It's like you never came through for them ever before. You know what I'm saying? We know people like this in the free world. And we know how I feel in the free world to need somebody or to not be able to come through for somebody and they act like you ain't never came through for them before. You know what I'm saying? So imagine being incarcerated when you really can't move how you want to move or do what you want to do, and you expecting these people to pick up the phone when you call. You expecting these people to write letters. You know what I'm saying? You expecting these people, you know what I'm saying? If you can't come visit, at least pick the phone up. If you can't come visit, at least send me a kite, write a letter. You know what I'm saying? Let me know that you trying to do something. Let me know you trying to put something on my books. Let me know something. But when shit goes silent, man, you know what I'm saying? Going to prison, man. Going to prison. I never, you know what I'm saying? I've never experienced, and knock on wood, I pray to God I never have to. But you listen to some of the things that Kel say, man, going to prison is like worse, is almost worse than death itself. At least, you know what I'm saying? You wouldn't have to deal with the expectations of people coming around or hearing from people or seeing people. You get what I'm saying? But when you go to prison, man, that shit, it's a harsh reality that you have to face. It's a harsh reality that you have to face when you go to prison because you have to face the reality of the life that you were living before prison. And you have to deal with the reality that a lot of the things that were going on, a lot of the people, a lot of the people that was around you that you call your brother, that you call your mans, that you call whoever you call son, whatever, you have to deal with the reality of these people not being who they are to you that you were to them. And that's the truth. Going to prison is a harsh reality, man. When you had the bag, everybody was around. When you travel, everybody traveled. When you went out of the country, everybody went out of the country. When you went on tour, everybody went on tour. But when you go to prison, you go by yourself. It's a harsh reality. When you go to prison, you go sit in that cell by yourself. Their entourage, guess what? They find the next celebrity to go follow up behind. They go get on the next train, you know what I'm saying, until that train derail. And guess what? That's what an entourage is, man. They just come along for the ride. It's no different than being in a theme park. They go get on a roller coaster. Guess what? Once the roller coaster over with, they go find the next one to get on. That's what the entourage is for. A lot of these people we call our brother, a lot of people we call sister, a lot of these people, man, when you put in a situation where reality has to meet the real, they're gonna show you who they really are. And you gotta trust it. You gotta trust it. When someone show you who you are, trust them and take them for who they are. In real situations like what this man going through, it's one of those situations, man. Ain't no way this man should be incarcerated and not hearing from somebody or hearing from people that he done looked out for, been there for, you know what I'm saying, took care of, whatever the situation may be. And now these people ain't even picking up the phone. They can't even send a man a kite. You get what I'm saying? That shit gotta be like, that's gotta be like torture, man. Because you, in your mind, you feel like these people, you know what I'm saying? You know how you felt. You really cared about these people. In your mind, you really cared about these people. You really thought these people were for you. You supported these people. You supported their families. And in reality, once you're no longer profitable, then there's nothing else. There's nothing else. What's up, chat family? What's up, chat family? Once you no longer profitable, man, everybody, the show's over. Long as people is benefiting from you, the show is on. But once people are no longer able to benefit from you, then the show is over. Now you have to go back and face the reality of being exploited. You know what I'm saying? So many people, man. So many people have benefited from the R.Kelly brand. So many people have benefited from the R.Kelly name. So many people have benefited from R.Kelly's career. And he's the one who has to pay the price in the end. Damn. How people, oh, you ever had somebody come like, I want to take you out to eat, you know what I'm saying? You know, I know every time we go out to eat, you know, you always paying for it, but I want to take you out to eat, man. How you gonna come take me out to eat, then want me to pay the tab at the end of the night? That don't make sense, right? What's up, Teresa? That don't make sense. Lisa Mo, that don't make sense, man. Oh, I'm gonna come take you out, man. Just, you know what I'm saying, show you I appreciate you. And then once the bill come, you sitting there like you done left your car, you can't find your money. Now I gotta pay for it. What the hell? Man, look here, man. It's crazy work, bro. It's crazy work, man. How they man, they act like this man was a counselor or something. You know what I'm saying? All the shit this man did for these people over 30 years, how he done been there. This man been took advantage of his whole career. People have benefited and profit off of this man his whole career. And now he in a situation where he can't do for himself, and none of these people answering the phone. What up, Judy? Nobody picking up. Nobody coming to visit. Ain't nobody sending no kites. You know what I'm saying? Ricky, what's up with it? Ain't nobody sending no kites, man. This man say he been incarcerated. He ain't heard from friends and family in nearly a year. You know what I'm saying? He got a best friend he borrowed $1 million to help start his business, and this man ain't reached back. That's crazy to me. That's crazy, man. Man, if I had a friend I borrowed $100 to, god damn it, I better hear something. I need my money. Yet alone, yet alone $1 million. Could you imagine borrowing somebody $1 million to help them start their restaurant business, and they supposed to be, you know what I'm saying, taking care of that? And now that you incarcerated and you ain't heard from these people, like, are you serious? But you know, I'm contrary to popular beliefs. The government want us to make the government want us to believe that this man is a monster and a gangster. Who you know play with gangsters like that? According to the government, they want us to believe that this man was a gangster, a monster. He was the leader of a criminal enterprise. But people out here just taking shit, not fearing for any consequences. Come on, man. We gotta make sense of this shit. Right. They are the criminals. They are the criminals. But they want to paint this picture, you know what I'm saying? These are the same people, they said they want to sequester jury because of this man power and influence and all this different shit. But his best friends out here taking shit from him. If anybody know if anybody know him to be a monster or a violent person, it would be his friends. So if he would give his friends $1 million and they would just run off with it, I don't think that they fear him to be violent. I don't think that they feel he have the reach to be violent. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. That's just my thought process. It's just the way that I see things. You know, but it's crazy though, man. That this is the reality that Rob has to face or Kels has to face. Is that you done been there and you done came through and you done so much for people over the course of your career, and now you're in a position to where you need people to come through for you. You need people to be there for you, and now nobody is answering, nobody is coming to visit. You haven't heard nobody. But like I say, right, Judith, right, right. But it's true what they say: out of sight, out of mind. It's the worst thing. It's the worst feeling in the world, man. Is the worst feeling is to be alive and to feel like nobody care. Nobody care. Nobody's there. Nobody's picking up. Nobody's writing. Family, friends, children, no one. But people are still looking to benefit. People are still looking to profit. People are still looking to gain from the name. People are still looking to gain from the name. It's crazy, man. And I really want to get into this conversation. I really want to get into this conversation. It was just on my mind. I had a little time in between my schedule today. I had a little time in between my schedule just to come out and just talk about it briefly, to put it in the air. What I want to do a live about. And I want to come on and I want to do a live and I want to target this conversation, man. Primarily, uh, Kels, feeling, like the world and forgot about him as far as the people that he expect to look out for him. That's his family, his friends, his children. You know what I'm saying? I'm quite sure he know his fan base has been there for him, supporting him and writing him and keeping him uplifted. But of course, man, that's just like us out here in the free world, man. We want something, we want a specific thing from specific people, and is no matter how many people out here that can give it to us, it's just like mama, man. It's like going home to mama. Mama got that special meal she make. You know what I'm saying? Mama, let's say mama spaghetti. You know what I'm saying? You may know people that can make spaghetti, but at the same time, you know what I'm saying? Uh, you may know people that can make some spaghetti, but it ain't mama spaghetti. So, we understand how it feel, man. And no matter, you have people that's gonna be calling. What up, Malik? You got people that's gonna be looking out. but you got expectations from certain people you expect to hear from. You expect to hear from these people. Appreciate that, Ricky. Yeah, man. I've been working two jobs. I've been working two jobs and grinding, man, working a lot. But 2026, if the Lord is willing, I plan on coming back and starting back having these conversations again, because it's enlightening to hear, that um it's amazing that you can do so much for people, man. And as soon as you down and out, and what I'm saying, those same people that you know what I'm saying, you looked out for, you was there for, you supported, like all of a sudden, like it's out. Well, it ain't no like it's out of sight, out of mind, and that's the truth, man. That's why I say, if you all don't take nothing from this conversation tonight that I brung, I want you to take this saying: you are only good as your last favor. When it come down to people who's not for you, you are only as good as your last favor, man. And if you think I'm lying, if you got people who call you for favors often, just tell them you ain't got it, and see how that changed the dynamic of the conversation, of the friendship, the relationship. Because you are as only good as your last favor, man. And it's crazy that people out here in this world feel entitled to your time. You got people out here in this world who feel entitled to your time. They feel entitled to your money. As soon as you're not able to provide neither one of those, then you become the casualty. You know what I'm saying? You become the problem. It's crazy though. But I've been on here for 30 minutes. Man, I appreciate y'all. I promise y'all just be patient with me, because I gotta get my stream yard. Agree, Teresa. I gotta get my stream yard and stuff back going so I can come on here. Y'all know I like the videos. I like the videos. I like all of that. Be able to operate my platform the way that I like operating it. I just came on here and realized like a lot of stuff has changed on StreamYard since the last time I was on there. So I got to get my StreamYard back going. And yes, and one thing for Tank, Tank, get your hating ass. Tank, just take your hating ass on somewhere, man. You know, Tank, get your hating ass on somewhere, man. Every time you got something going on in the media, you got to come out with this old shock jockey shit, trying to get some attention using Kale's name. Man, just get your ass on somewhere, man. Let Kales be, bro. If it ain't one thing, it's another with your punk ass, Tank. Usher a better vocal. Get the fuck out of here, man. Usher ain't a better nothing when it come to music. We talking about Kales and music. Man, Usher couldn't touch that motherfucker with 100-foot pole. For real. I don't know what's going on with Tank, man. That dude out here, he must be on that fentanyl or something. Every time you look around, he must got an album about to come out. or a new single about to come out. Every time you turn around, he using Rob name to get some attention. Most definitely he is. I agree. I agree. Tell your wife I said thank you, Ricky. Well, y'all look, it's snowing up here, and it's snowing. It's been snowing all day. I've been at work, but I'm finna get ready to get up out of here. But y'all be safe, man. Y'all stay prayed up. Keep robbing y'all prayers, and I promise y'all, we gonna have a we gonna be doing another. We gonna be doing a live real soon, and hopefully, you know what I'm saying, I can have my panel back going. You know what I'm saying, get some guys up and get some guys up. I miss y'all too. I miss y'all too. Most definitely, I miss y'all, man. That's why I don't even feel right coming on here, and my platform is not set up right because I want to give y'all what y'all used to get, man. But hopefully, today's video is just a little bit of inspiration to let y'all know that I'm coming. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming, and I'm gonna get everything set back up, and we gonna take a dive back in it. Y'all already know me. I'm not with the distraction. I'm not with the drama. None of that. You know what I'm saying? So we just gonna come back and have some, good conversation and dialogue and good conversation and dialogue. You know what I'm saying? And congregate with each other and just try to make it make sense for the most part. That's my big thing. Is trying to make it make sense. Um, But it's just sad to see that we're gonna come back to this conversation again, and we're gonna go back and look at like some of the stuff, like these cigar lounges and these houses and all this man property that his friends or so-called friends that they took advantage, that they took into their possession. So Lisa Mo got restaurants and churches, yeah, all of that stuff. Hey, guess what, Judah? Keep praying. Keep praying. We can get you some more needs. We can get you some more needs. Just keep praying. Yeah. We appreciate you. I'm quite sure Rob. I know Rob appreciate Kills appreciate the prayers. You know what I'm saying? His fans are all he got right now. His fans is all he got right now. As y'all see, he ain't got friends, he ain't got family. So but until next time, y'all, Big Vi gonna be signing out. Just be paying attention to the community wall, man. Just pay attention to the community wall. I'll be posting updates on there. As far as I'm gonna try to have the channel back going by the new year. So just by the new year, I'm gonna try to have everything set back up. All right. All right, y'all. I'm out of here. Y'all have a blessed night.